Dear learners, today's MOOC will be on Module 9 Social Work Practices with Communities, Unit 28 Community Organization as a Method of Social Work. Introduction. This unit briefly presents the concepts related to working with communities such as community organization and community development. The guiding principles of community organizations are clearly outlined, which would form the basis of forming the organization. The crucial role played by the local self-governments, panchayats and municipalities, constituted as per 73rd and 74th constitutional amendments to decentralize and initiate democratic planning are also discussed in this unit. Concept of community work. 12 Trees 1991 has defined community work as being the process of assisting ordinary people to improve their own communities by undertaking collective action. It is particularly concerned with the needs of those who have been disadvantaged or oppressed, whether through poverty or through discrimination on the basis of race, class, gender, sexuality, age, or disability. According to 12 Trees, community work can be either professional or radical in its approach. Professional when it is concerned to promote self-help and improve effectiveness of service delivery. Radical approach seeks to empower the powerless to question the sources of their oppression and deprivation. Community work can be at the grassroots levels, working with individuals, families and community groups. It can also be at the level of agency and interagency and wider level of regional and national community work, focusing on economic developmental issues. It is about working with people in ways to encourage and empower them to do things for themselves. Therefore, the role of the worker centers on helping people to learn new skills, build self-confidence, and develop talents and abilities. A good deal of community work focuses on gaining and disseminating information that can be applied by the neighborhood or community. With adequate information, communities can make informed decisions and take appropriate action. Community organization and community development. Community work is the focus of community organization and community development. Community organization is one of the primary methods of social work, also called macro-level practice, as it is used to address the larger problems, issues that affect a bigger group of people. Casework and group work has its own limitation of being able to work only with one individual or a limited group of people. But community organization involves the participation of a large number of people who collectively handle the problem and thereby enhances the scope of intervention. The client being dealt with is the community. Community development, on the other hand, is related to the total development of a community, be it economic, physical, or social aspects. Community organization is used as a means to achieve this development. The most widely accepted definition of community organization is one given by Murray G. Ross, which presents a holistic understanding of entire process. He defines community organization as a process by which a community identifies its needs or objectives, ranks these needs or objectives, develops the confidence and will to work at those needs or objectives, finds the resource to deal with these needs or objectives, takes action in respect of them, and in doing so extends and develops cooperative and collaborative attitudes and practices in the community. Patty defines community organization as assisting a group of people to recognize the common needs and help them to meet these needs. Community development is defined by K.D. Gangridius, the process by which the efforts of people themselves are united with government authorities to improve the economic, social and cultural condition of communities, to integrate these communities into the life of nation and enable them to contribute fully to national progress. Community organization and community development are interrelated as the method of organization is used to achieve the goals of development in a community. Working with people in groups is the focus of both these approaches, and they are concerned with community needs and problem solving. The techniques used are also common, and the role of community worker follows a common pattern aimed at enabling people become capacitated to solve their problems. Community organization is more relevant in the field of social work, whereas community development can be related to any field focusing on economic development. Principles of community organization. Principles refers to certain rules that guide the process of community organization. Aligned with the democratic values of social work profession, these principles stress on the worth of the individual or group and self-determination in working towards the goals. The principles recommended by Rose are discussed in this section. The term association in these principles refer to the organization that is established to obtain the objectives of the community. It means the structure that is established by the members of the community to handle the community problems or issues. Number 1. Discontent with existing conditions in the community must initiate or nourish the development of the association. The community should be motivated to examine their situation and share openly about any genuine problem that causes discontentment or dissatisfaction among them. If they are able to come to a consensus that prevailing conditions are not ideal and they wish to bring about a change, the community can come together and initiate the creation and development of organization or association. Discontent must be focused and channeled into organization, planning and action in respect to specific problems. It is very important for the discontent to be focused and ordered in order to take appropriate actions in achieving the desired objectives. Hence, discontent should be specific and focused with regard to specific problem to be addressed. Number 3. The discontent that initiates or sustains community organization must be widely shared in the community. The focus of community organization is not only about solving the problem, but also aiming towards capacitating the community in dealing with their own problems. Therefore, the discontent should be shared with the entire community so that there is a consensus or agreement from everyone to cooperate and do something about it. Number 4. The association must involve leaders, both formal and informal, identified with and accepted by major subgroups in the community. In order to get the utmost participation from the people of the community, it is ideal to identify leaders of all major groups and subgroups in the community. Number 5. The association must have goals and methods of procedures of high acceptability. As the association strives to bring together people who have their own way of looking at issues, it might be difficult to bring about their cooperation in a sustained manner. There should be certain goals and procedures laid down to serve as a common frame of reference for the people to abide by an association to sustain. They can serve as guidelines to refer to whenever there are situations of conflict or disagreement amongst them. Number 6. The program of the association should include some activities with emotional content. It is good to include activities that contribute to developing unity and good feelings, like celebrating festivals and rituals that can build up community sentiment. These activities can enhance the positive emotional experience of all the members and lays emphasis on the values of the association for which it is formed. Number 7. The association should seek to utilize the manifest and latent goodwill which exists in the community. In any community, there are a lot of resources available in terms of goodwill, which should be harnessed through certain initiatives. The association shall try and identify people who are willing to contribute or participate in the community building activities, such as professionals or leaders. Hence, it is important to tap these resources and utilize it for the benefit of the community. Number 8. The association must develop active and effective lines of communication both within the association and between the association and the community. Communication is an important medium through which understanding of shared values in the community is widened, and it is the vital aspect of community life. Effective communication within the group and between groups depend on quality of relationships between the people. The association should therefore be aware of the local tradition and customs of the community and use their own leaders to transmit the message rather than outsiders. Number 9. The association should seek to support and strengthen the groups which it brings together in cooperative work. Different community groups constitute the association and they should be united to achieve the goals of association. There can be difference of opinions and lack of participation or support at times. If the association strives to be a successful one, then it should strengthen the different groups, capacitate the weaker ones to handle problems and bring about cohesiveness. Number 10. The association should be flexible in its organization procedures without disrupting its regular decision-making routines. Rules and procedures of the organization should be accepted so that the members develop a sense of security in the functioning of the association. There can be flexibility in these procedures, but it should not disrupt the association in decisions it makes. A variety of methods can be used in this process by taking up studies, making visits, appointment of committees to collect data and come up with a consensus in decision making of the association. Number 11. The association should develop a proper pace for each work and relate it to the existing conditions in the community. When the members of the association work in a united manner, follow the procedures that are established, adhere to the schedules and strive toward achieving the objectives, the pace of work is thereby developed. Hence, it is important to keep in pace with community as to how it involves itself and adjust to changes being made which will depend on the people. Number 12. The association should seek to develop effective leaders. Leaders play an important role in the association. Those who can facilitate the process of community organization, contribute to making the association productive and develop its morale are considered effective leaders. Here it is just not one leader but many contributing to the leadership of a group. Leadership training is also essential where leadership functions are shared to bring about a realistic and effective group. Number 13. The association must develop strength, stability and prestige in the community. The association should strive to obtain the trust, participation and support of the people of the community, which can be accomplished through the process of community organization. The involvement of the group leaders and their ability in dealing with community issues are key elements in ensuring the association grows in strength. Let us discuss the role of NGOs in rural development in India. A non-governmental organization, NGO, is a legally constituted organization created by any person and operates independently from any form of government. Professor Willage defines an NGO as an independent voluntary association of people acting together on a continuous basis for some common purpose other than achieving governing office, making money or illegal activities. It can operate at local, national or international level and undertake different activities related to human rights, environment or developmental aspect. The different roles that NGO can take up are advocacy, advocating to improve the conditions of rural poor; social activism, advocating for changes in organization and structures; relief, providing relief to victims of calamities; development, implementation of a wide range of developmental programs; training, capacity and skill building of functionaries identified from rural areas to take up entrepreneurship. Now let us look into the 73rd Constitutional Amendment. The 73rd Amendment of the Constitution was enacted through the Constitution 73rd Amendment Act in 1992 and came into force on April 1993. 73rd Amendment added Part 9 titled Panchayats to the Constitution. The most important features of this amendment is the statutory status given to the panchayats at the village, block and district levels. It gives a democratic decentralization through the local government. They get a constitutional mandate and validity similar to central and state governments. Decentralized planning is the devolution of power from government at the top to the local level towards empowerment of the grassroots level democratic institution. The panchayats are endowed by law with power and authority to function as institutions of self-government. The aim has been to combine social justice with effective local governance, with an emphasis on reservation of seats for the deprived classes of population, including leadership positions. Features of 73rd Amendment. The first one, three-tier structure consisting of Jila Parishad, the Panchayati Samiti and the Gram Panchayat at the district, block and the village level respectively. Reservation of seats to the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and women, a third of the Panchayat member to be the women. Number 3. Elections to be held every 5 years to the Panchayati Raj institutions. Number 4. Standing committees, working groups, subcommittees and ward committees with elected members to execute the administrative, financial planning and establish matters. Number 5. Annual plan, submitting annual plan which becomes part of the district 5-year plans. Number 6. Panchayat President is the chief administrator of the Panchayat. Secretary from the state government shall assist the President in matters related to administration. Now let us discuss the 74th Constitutional Amendment and Municipal Government, Structure, Power and its Functions. The Constitution 74th Amendment Act 1992 came into force on June 1, 1993 and added Part 9A titled the Municipalities to the Constitution. The 74th Amendment Act was passed to establish municipalities as institutions of self-government. It was enacted envisioning democratic decentralization and power to the people and provides for reservation in municipalities like PRIs. It is a landmark initiative of the Government of India to strengthen local self-government in cities and towns. The mandate of the municipalities is to undertake the task of planning for economic development and social justice and implement city-town development plans. The word municipal applies to a unit of government which acts as an agent of the state. A municipal corporation is a city, town, village or borough that has governmental powers. A municipality is a city, town, village or in some states a borough. Structure. The urban local government which works for the development of any metropolitan city with a population of more than 1 million is known as municipal corporation in India. The members of the municipal corporation are directly elected by the people and are called councillors. The municipal corporation consists of a committee which includes a mayor with councillors. The mayor heads the municipal corporation, or the corporation remains under the charge of municipal commissioner. Functions of municipality corporation. Municipality corporation implies provision of basic facilities and service in urban areas and regulation of growth. These facilities and services may be listed as water supply, drainage and sewerage, urban renewal and housing, urban development, transportation, road construction, supply of electricity, education, maintenance of public hospitals, registration of births and deaths, naming streets and numbering houses, etc. Its powers. The municipalities have such powers bestowed on them to function as institutions of self-government with specific responsibilities such as preparing plans for economic development and justice, implementation of schemes as listed in the 12th schedule, to set up committees with power to carry out the responsibilities as in the 12th schedule, power to impose taxes, to levy, collect appropriate taxes, duties, tolls and fees, to make grants in aid to municipalities from consolidated fund of the state. Thank you.